It's up to you, New York, New York. What's up, everybody? It's your boys, and welcome back. I know some of y'all not gonna be satisfied with that, so I'm gonna hit it again. It's up to you, New York. No, it's up to you, New York. There we go. New York. New York. Shit. Whoa. Ooh. Yeah, I can't spin like that. Oh my gosh. Woo. What's up, everybody? What's going on? Sorry, we have to run that back. You know me. When it gets a little uncomfortable, I gotta make sure it lands. You know what I'm saying? I know it's been a long time. It's been a long time coming, but we did fall apart. I really want to work this out, but I don't think we're gonna. Actually, anyway, I'm gonna get demonetized again for singing. It's gonna be a problem. But anyways, we're back, y'all. It's been a minute. I know. I wanted to check in with you guys and just chat a little bit and see what's been going on. You know, hear from you guys, talk to you guys. I want to really, really understand where we are right now in the summer. The Club World Cup's about to end very, very shortly. We have the World Cup, the Club World Cup final on Sunday. Big ups to absolutely every single one of you who's been showing me so much love with all the FIFA Club World Cup stuff going on. And of course, literally, we catch a breath a week or two before we head out for the preseason tour, which, by the way, is going to be sensational. Sensational. We're going to have events in every single city. We're going to have an event in New York. We're going to have an event in Atlanta. And we're going to have an event in Chicago. Come on. Guys, it's been absolutely sensational, and I can't thank you guys enough. It's been absolutely crazy, and it's been a dream come true in so many ways. And I'm going to tell you guys this right now. From the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much, because you guys are helping me open doors to so many incredible things. And yeah, I'm not going to cry now because I'm done tired. I'm done crying. I've cried so many times, but I can't wait to share with you guys what's going to happen for the preseason tour, what's going to happen in the months to come. It's going to be so much fun. We have so much in the works, and I would tell you guys that every time, but we're finally getting there. And you guys have been asking me like, hey, John, like, are you doing anything in Chicago? Are you doing anything in Atlanta? Are you doing anything in New York? We're going to make those announcements very, very shortly. We're just still waiting on a couple of things, venues, you know, people we got to work with. So those things are all about to get locked in very shortly. So you guys can stay tuned for that. And if you guys need any updates on where those things are going to be happening, strongly recommend you come follow me on Instagram. That's where I'm going to be dropping all of the news and whatnot. And to those of you guys that check in on the live streams, yeah, you guys can get it too. But in the case that you need the information right now, if you need the information stat, come follow me on Instagram. That's where you'll find all the information. Yeah. We're going to talk about a lot of things today. We're going to talk about I want to talk about what I've been doing, and then I want to hear what y'all have been doing. Are you guys been dying with respect to this transfer window? Are you sick of hearing about this transfer window? You don't want to have to deal with the transfer. I want to hear it all. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to probably be here for about an hour because I have to head back out into the city. We got to go shoot some more content in the city. It's going to be one of those days. But yeah, let's do it up, man. Let's see what the chat's saying. Let's look at the Instagram family first today. Let's see who's in the Instagram chat. Let's see what's up. We got ITC Trojas in the chat. They're not signing any players. Not happy about that. Edward Chen in chat. My man Edward. He says see you in Chicago. Absolutely. Can't wait to see all of y'all. Luan MTTS says, do you think Ronaldinho is better than Park Ji-sung? Next question, please. Anyway, let's not do that. Let's not compare. You know, my mom's always said, John. Let's not do that. My mom's always said, John, don't compare. You know what I'm saying? Just look inwards. Fix you. Yeah, I don't want to compare two of my goats. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shouts out to the Instagram family for joining us as always. Let's see what the YouTube family's saying. We got let's see. We got Brian Casey in the house. What's going on, everybody? Everybody making fun of me that we had to redo the stream. You know what's so stupid? I had my stream key, and then I copied my title onto the stream key, and nothing was working. I was like, what the hell is going on? So stupid. I was like sitting in the stream. I was like, no, yeah. I was doing. This is my like 4th time doing it. So, yeah, it's kind of stupid. But anyway, let's see. Let's see who else is in the chat. We got Scottish Talk on the chat. He says, good evening. We got Makio the legend. What's going on? To my day ones in the chat. Eric C in the chat. Oh, my days. Eric, my man, my day one in the chat. He says, hope everyone is well. Not sure what happened there. Guessing technical issues. Eric, you've been here long enough to know when it comes to John, there's always technical issues. I feel like the unk of all unks when that happens, but you know what happens. Yeah. Let's see. Daniel Lowe in the chat. What's going on, my man? He says, John, Arsenal have rejected Victor Gyökeres. Arsenal have rejected Victor Gyökeres. Arsenal have. Are you joking right now, or are you being serious? Let me see. Let me see. You mean Arsenal's bid have been rejected? Is that what you're saying? Yeah? Talk to me. It's Ian says, I goon to you every day. You're so tough. What is that? What is goon? Is that a bad word? Or did I just say something wrong? What is that? Yo, y'all need to stop saying some weird. I don't know these terms, y'all. Y'all be out here calling me unk. I don't know these new terms. You guys you gotta tell me things I know, okay? Because I don't know what that means. Y'all can't be telling me about, if I don't know the terminology, y'all might get me in trouble. So don't play with me like that. I don't know what y'all talking about, okay? So I don't know what goon is. So if you goon, I don't know what that is. Don't hit me with that. All right, let's keep reading the comments, okay? Let's see. Where did the thing go? Damn it. Who rumor says, man, is our club even serious? Damn. Is this the tone that we're gonna set? Is this the tone we're gonna set? Nah, we're gonna bring it up. Nick Bradford in the chat. What's going on, my man? He says, John, I got some really shit news this Wednesday I want to share. Not to bum anybody out, but just to remind people to hug your loved ones. I was confirmed Hodgkin's lymphoma. Oh no. No, Nick. Nick, I'm Nick, I'm so sorry to hear that, my man. That is truly awful, Nick. I'm so sorry to hear that. I can't even imagine the pain and all of it. Oh, damn it. Nick, my man, I'm so sorry to hear that. I don't know what the specifics are with respect to what. I mean, you did say in the comments that it is a very rare version of cancer, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what it requires for you to fight it. But I promise you, you're gonna fight it with all the strength of everything in your heart. You're gonna come out fine. I promise you. Keep staying strong, okay? I promise you that you have my support out. You have my support. Nick, you have my support. I don't know what else to say except to let you know that you have my support. I promise you, you have my support. You have my email. I will tell Jimmy to keep an eye open for your emails. If there's anything you need that you think I can be of assistance, I can do what I can. I will. If there's anything we can do, you let me know. All right. I promise you. I promise you, you have my support in that sense. Thank you so much to all of you guys showing love to Nick in the chat as well. I love that we're able to stay together with as a community and to show some love. I mean, that's what it's all about at the end of the day, isn't it, guys? But Nick, I'm so sorry that you received such awful news, and I hope and pray that you get well soon. Damn, man, it really sucks to hear it. I'm so sorry. And look, you're not bumming any of us out. I know we talk about it a lot on this page. We talk about being a community, and we talk about showing love to each other. And when I say that stuff, I really, really mean that. We talk about community so much. I've been to events here for the entire month. I was out doing interviews with people. I was at activations. I met so many of you in the streets who came up to me and showed me so much love and talked to me about the importance of community. So many of you guys pulled up to me and said, John, I love all that stuff. Yeah, I know some of y'all are day ones because some of y'all are like, yo, oh man, full-time Devils, yo, thick like fam, and stuff. But there's so many of you guys that are also like saying things like, yo, the Immaculate Collective, pulling up and talking about all these so awesome things that we do, and we have fun and chatting, and that sense of community. I truly mean all that stuff, We don't know each other personally. All of you guys, there's 86 of you guys tuning in right now. None of us know each other personally like that. But we all have our shared love of whether it be for Manchester United or for football or for the beautiful game or whatever it is. We all have our connections, and it's what brings us together into this platform. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, life just fucking punches you it just punches you in the face. And sometimes it's really hard, And it doesn't take that much to be there for each other. Even a little word of, hey, feel better, feel strong, praying for your success, praying for your well-being. All these little things. Damn, man. Wishing you all the best, Nick. Wishing you all the best and a swift recovery and a full recovery. All right, Nick? Sending you love tonight. Sending you love. And on that note, let's keep moving on because there's a lot of comments that I want to get to. A lot of you guys have been waiting for a while, so let's get into it. Scott Asako in the chat says, John, are you staying in USA for the tour, or are you going with United to other games elsewhere? I am unfortunately only allowed to stay in USA with my budget. It's not easy to pay for both Jimmy and myself flying around everywhere. Yeah, we're staying in the U.S., but this time around, like I told you, in the U.S., we have so many events for you guys. Manchester, I'm sure there's going to be something going on, but Manchester United are going to be in town, which means the United fans are going to be in town. And when that happens, we're all up there, and we're going to have some fun events for you guys. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be so fun. Let's see. We got Brian in the chat says, my birthday today, so just been chilling the fine weather here in Ireland. Happy birthday to Mr. Brian Casey. Brian, another day one in the chat as well. Bart joining us, another day one. Liverpool have flown out of the box. I'm talking about Liverpool again. Bart, I didn't even get a chance to read the comments yet. I didn't even have a chance to talk about Man United, and you're here already talking about Liverpool. We're going to talk about Liverpool later, though. Don't worry. Don't worry, Bart. You stick around, okay? Let's see. Let's see. Hamza Khan Yusufi in the chat says, here we go. Every Man United fan is becoming mad after seeing this transfer window. Look, I know every United fan feels frustrated at this moment in time. You feel suffocated. You don't know what's going on. It's confusing. Are we making transfers? I get it. But I promise y'all, we still have a long time left. I'm feeling optimistic. I feel like something's coming. I don't know what it is, but you know me. Me and my stupidity. I was like, oh, let's get by. No, but for real, jokes aside, we still have a lot of time left in the transfer window to fight for something. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Alpha says, let's sign players. We can't afford to finish 15th and not do business. That's also, Alpha, that's what I'm saying is I think we'll do business. There's no way we're not going to do any business. You know what I mean? We have to. We have to. Right, United? We have to. A lot of lands in the chat says L Man United. Damn. Kim Josh in the chat, what's going on? He says, give us Lee Gang-in or Kim Min-jae. Get the Koreans back to United. Give me them. Bring them to me. Bring them. Let's see. Some more comments here in the chat. Don System, Kwesi Abraham says, Mbuemo is coming or not? We don't know, but I still feel very confident that we'll get the deal done. Don't worry. Let's see. Mace Windex giving me the definition on that's what I don't even want to read that word. Gavin Doyle says, go fat butt don't butt. Hey man. Some of y'all need to. Why did I didn't mean to press that one. I meant to press this one. Man, what the hell is goon, man? Some of these words that are coming out these days, what is that? Let's see. Roger joining us in the chat. What's going on, Roger? Thank you for joining us. Man United will probably either get 12th or 13th. Nope. Don't set that tone today. I'm not setting that tone today. Don't play with me like that. Okay, we got numero uno moderator Vish in the chat. My man, he says, all here for you, Nick. The Thick Leg fam have got you. Absolutely. Echoing my sentiments completely there, Vish. Thank you. Vish knows what's up. That's my moderator right there. That's my mod. Number one mod. Yeah. Roger says, John, did John get a haircut or not? It looks great, to be honest. I did get a haircut a while ago, but I ate something spicy and I was sweating like crazy. Maybe that's what's doing the hair. You know what I'm saying? 50 says GGMU. There you go, 50. I like that. ITC Troas says, it's my girlfriend's birthday. Caroline Troas, shout out to her, please. Caroline, happy birthday. If ITC is the boyfriend, hey, you better spoil your missus on her special day. Yeah. Have a fantastic dinner. Buy her some United kits, you know what I'm saying? And then buy her something else. You know what I'm saying? Have a good time. Enjoy yourselves. Yeah. Nick references, I felt comfortable to say something because of what we built here. Long live the Immaculate Collective. Oh, man. Nick. You have all my love tonight. Sending you my love. Let's see. It's like freaking comments flying in from everywhere. Let's see. Radius in the chat. What's going on, Ray? He says, John, can you believe that Twice and Blackpink both dropped new songs on the same day? It's like 2016 again, and just like you, they are both on a world tour in 1 month.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Big up, Ray. Big up, Ray. It's Ian says, I love you. I love y'all back. Thank you for all your love, guys. Ed Aguilar in the chat says, Johnny boy, what's going on, bro? From Houston. What's going on, Ed, my man? Checking in from Houston, sending love right back to Houston from New York. How hot is it in Houston right now? Tell me, because it's pretty damn hot in New York. Can't deal with this damn heat. Bart says, I wish that I could someday meet John in Germany. Look, it's a dream of mine to potentially visit Germany one day. I would love to visit Germany, whether it be Munich or Berlin or I don't know. What's another city? Cologne? What? Is that France? I can't remember. Anyway, you get the point. I would love to visit Germany. Eric C in the chat says, John, the Chicago game is on my birthday. Hoping to meet you and the others, Eric. Eric. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram or not, but if you follow me, just stay tuned. On that day, we'll be around somewhere, you know? We'll be somewhere, and you'll find me on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? We're going to find a way to just connect with everybody and have a good time, you know? Let's see. Mace Windex says, we don't want events, we want live streams. Hey, I'm trying, Mace. I'm trying, Mace. You know, it's been a very busy month for me. A very busy month. I'm exhausted, but it's fun for me to do these because I do these, not for anything else except for fun. It's fun. I love having fun with you guys. This is a great platform, and we have a great time. Ian says, "Hey man, I was at the Bayern event in New York." Oh, that's you from? Okay, cool. I know I met a couple of you guys from the Club 11 Bayern Munich event in New York. Shouts out to Club 11, mi familia, my broskies for life. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you so much for showing love at the Bayern event. You guys pulled up, and yeah, it was a great time. Dun, 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 dun. Mace Windex with the crazy. It's Ian says you gave me the jersey. Oh, are you the young man that were you the Ronaldo jersey or were you the one wearing the Bayern Munich jersey? Let's see. Vish is right, gotta go. Be jumping in and out, so be kind to everyone. Remember, we all think like fam. Big up each and every one of you. Absolutely, my man. Major Stortle in the chat, joining us from Nigeria. Sending love right back to you from New York to Nigeria, my broski. Let's see. Danny Maggie in the chat says, K-pop is such a big part of the stream, no matter how hard John denies it. Yes, seriously. You guys bring it up all the damn time. We got Hunters in the chat. He says, hey, John, what's today's talk about? You know what, Hunters? Thank you, because you're bringing us back on track. You're bringing us back on track. Let's talk a little bit about what's been going on with me personally, and then we'll get that out of the way quickly because y'all don't want to hear about what I've been doing. Y'all want to hear about Man United. Yeah, we'll get that out of the way, and then yeah, we'll talk about Manchester United and a couple of other things I want to address. We got a packed show today. We got to get it done in like 30, 45 minutes. We better get to it. All right, so the few things I want to talk about. The first things first is let's see. Can I pull this up? Boom, boom, boom. I know we already did the whole talk about everything we've been doing leading up to, I'd say maybe around 2 weeks ago. But one of the coolest things I got to do recently was this one. Where is it? Here we are. Boom. So I just want to talk about this real quick. I've been to like 1,000 events this past month. It's been a freaking blur. But one of the cool things we got to do was I got to go to the Club World Cup activation in American Dream Mall here in New York, in New Jersey. And I was working with FIFA on this one, and they gave me a bunch of signed shirts, including this one, the Fluminense one, and this Chelsea one. I want to tell you a little story about this day because this day was filled with absolute vibes, and we had such a great time. But I want to start off with talking about Kafu because I got to meet this legend. Shouts out Kafu. Absolute legend. Holy crap. He's got a great smile too, by the way. Shouts out Kafu. This was such an amazing experience. I mean, like just the idea that I got to stand on a stage. I got to interview Zico, and I got to meet Kafu. My Brazil squad is stacked already. You know what I mean? Now all I need to do is I got to meet Ronaldinho, right? I got to meet Ronaldinho, but it wasn't even like me shaking my hands and sitting down talking to him. It was more like he walked past me and I said, Ronaldinho, I'll be a huge fan, and he gave me this. But yeah, this was such an awesome experience. It was a very brief moment, and I just stood on stage, and I got asked to stand on stage and take a quick picture, but this was so dope. I had such a great time. And shouts out to Megan as well. But I want to do a quick conversation about these two young fellas. I should have gotten their names, or maybe I forgot it, but these two young fellas saw my story on Instagram, and they decided to come to American Dream Mall, and they pulled up to the event because they saw my story, and I was so happy because they wanted to show up, and they came in these little poster prints of Kafu, and they stood online and they took the picture. They took the pictures. They got the autograph, and yeah, they came over to me and they're like, hey, John, I just want to say thank you. And, we had a very nice conversation, but I love this moment so much. These two fellas they were young, you know. I don't know how old they are exactly, but maybe they didn't really even get to see Kafu play. You know, chances are they probably didn't. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they know he's a legend, you know, and they pulled up to the event and they got to know about it because they saw my story. To me, I feel like I did a good job in that sense. You guys know I don't really big up myself, but I'm gonna take this opportunity to big up myself, you know, because it's what it's all about. You know, I just want to give back to you guys, give you guys an opportunity to have fun and experience things, and you know, if these two fellas, they could have missed out on this opportunity to get a signature and take a picture with Kafu. You know what I'm saying? For me, I'm proud of myself for having given these two fellas the opportunity to do so. You know what I'm saying? And then this fan, right? So I got this Chelsea jersey, right? If you guys want to see the video, you guys can see this video. I got to give that away. Yeah. I was given the Chelsea shirt and the Fluminense shirt, and it was my task to make a video. I didn't want to just do any video. I wanted to kind of give the fans a chance to win it, you know, so they feel the satisfaction like, yeah, I won that. You know what I mean? And we were like, okay, where do we go to find Chelsea fans? I wanted to give it to a Chelsea fan that was wearing a Chelsea shirt. You know, I wanted to give it to a fan that was wearing the shirt to be like, hey, I actually am a Chelsea fan. I'm repping it. She happened to be wearing one of the training kits, the training kits, and Jimmy recognized that it was the training kits because actually, good catch from Jimmy, her shirt has, if you watch the video, you'll see it. It says Samsung, but you know, because Samsung was sponsored, Samsung was one of the sponsors back then, but she was wearing the Samsung mobile shirt, right? And we did the quiz, whatever. Turns out her name was Chelsea. So her name was Chelsea. She supported Chelsea. And we got to give her a kit that was signed by the squad, almost all the squad, if not all of them. She was so ecstatic and so happy. And she kept telling me she was shaking. And like I told her to hold the thing. And she was like, I love these moments. I love these moments. Because these companies, man, like, it's like, there's these opportunities where we can truly do good, you know? And I'm so grateful because they're giving me the opportunity to do good. It's not just like hey, I'm here at the event. Thank you guys for, it's not that. It's, hey, give me something to work with. They're giving me these shirts to give to you guys. I freaking love that. And I felt so proud of me and Jimmy because that's what it's about. Bringing the smiles to you guys. She was so happy. She was so happy that this Chelsea shirt made her day. I'm not a Chelsea fan, but she is. And she absolutely, she'll live with this memory until the day she dies. I'm sure of it. And she was smiling like there was no tomorrow. And I was so proud of myself for that. I was so proud of me and Jimmy for this, you know? These Fluminense fans, there was no Fluminense fans in the place, but there was these Brazilian fans, and they saw the Fluminense shirt, and this gentleman here said he was a Fluminense fan, and he kept saying Flu Sao, and he was like, they didn't speak English, but he was just speaking to me in Brazilian. They were just screaming in Portuguese, and they were just screaming at me in Portuguese. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let's go. And of course, the English barrier was proved a bit of a challenge because I couldn't be like giving them like all kinds of crazy questions. But I said, hey, if you guys can answer a question, one question, you get the shirt, okay? And then he was like, okay. And I told him, I was like, hey, Kafu, he won the Club World Cup once. Which club did he win it with? And he answered it right away. He said AC Milan. And I was like, boom. And we were like, it was screaming Brazilian vibes everywhere. You know what I'm saying? That's what I loved. That's what I loved. I absolutely loved this day. Because it wasn't just about me going to an event and showing my stupid face. It was about me going to an event, getting an opportunity to work with big brands and big organizations, and also being able to give back. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. Just giving back and having a good time. You know, putting smiles on people's faces. Like that Ian guy that was on the Instagram chat not too long ago. He was just a young fella with his friend and his friend's mom. They came to the event, and his friend was a Bayern fan, and he was wearing a Ronaldo shirt. And he, like him, his boy, clearly, I don't know, Ian, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but you better pick up your boy, man. You better shout him out, buy him dinner or something. Yeah, you owe him big time. You owe him big time because he helped you win that kid. You know, we can actually pull up the photo. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Where is it? Boom. 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 Shouts out to my boys at Club 11, but we did this. I believe this is Ian. Ian, I don't know if he's still in here, but this is Ian. He was wearing a Ronaldo shirt. And he was like, yeah, I'm you know, he was like, you know, kind of finessing his way into the thing. I knew he was finessing his way into the thing, but his boy was clearly a Bayern fan because when I asked him the question, they knew everything. My man right here, he knew everything. He knew everything. They were gonna give me. So another thing, this is what I love about Bayern as well. I got time for Bayern as well. I'll always have time for Bayern. We were trying to figure out ways to give more kits out to people, right? These kits, to me, it means a lot. Not in the sense that I didn't even keep one. I gave my we just kept giving out as many as I could. That kit, it means a lot to me because I'm a football kit collector, but I didn't want it because I'd rather give that kit to somebody else. You know what I mean? So they were doing these home shirts, but I asked them if we can switch one of them to an away shirt because although this is from last season, I knew that if he was a Bayern fan, the chances of him having a Bayern home kit would be higher. So I was like, can I get the away kit? I asked them 3 questions. It was supposed to be Ian answering them. Ian, you know damn well, don't play. You know you didn't answer them questions. But his boy did. And his boy was, boom, he was super sharp. And he got the answers quickly. It was so good. It was like, the first one was easy. It was like, where did Bayern Munich play? He's like, Allianz Arena. Knew right away. And I remember the second question. But the third question was like, how many trophies has Bayern Munich won? You know what I'm saying? And this boy knew right away. 34. Boom. Like I think it was like how many Bundesliga titles? You know what I'm saying? I love that so much because that is a moment for Ian and that is a moment for Ian's boy. Now Ian, although he was wearing a Ronaldo shirt, I'm sure he watches football to some degree, whether he be a casual or a serious fan. But now he has even more of a reason to support Bayern in some way. He doesn't have to be an official Bayern Munich supporter, but now he gets to watch Bayern games with his homie because him and his homie participated in this quiz and they had a great time. You know, I got time for things like this. Shouts out to my boy Ian. Shouts out to Ian's boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm so sorry I can't remember his name. He was such a sweet kid. But that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Giving an opportunity to give back. And shouts out Bayern. And let's stop looking at my stupid face. You know what I'm saying? I had a great time. Dio Blard in the chat, what's going on? He says, what's good? What's good, Dio Blard? Thank you for joining us. Let's see. Let me see. Dundara in the chat, he says, the kicks you're wearing in the pic are fire. I believe he's probably talking about my Sakais. Are you talking about the Sakais? Let me see. Let's go back. Where is it? Oh, here we are. You're talking about these, right? The Sakais? They're one of my favorites. They have the Brazil color vibe and all that. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Nike and Sakai. Beautiful, beautiful shoe. Alex in the chat, what's going on, Alex? He says, what's your opinion on Mitoma possibly joining Bayern? Mitoma would be perfect for Bayern. But my concern with that is Bayern Munich needs to continue to show love to Jamal Musiala. I think Jamal is a player for the future, right? But Mitoma is a quality player. If he goes to Bayern Munich, there's a very high chance that he can succeed and be a very, very, very good player for Bayern Munich. If that happens, then you lose out on an opportunity to keep and to help, grow and develop Musiala's game. I think what Bayern Munich need is like a veteran that's got maybe a year or two left in his system, maybe a little bit year or two in that level, you know what I'm saying? And then, let Jamal slowly get back and then Jamal take over again. Not a competitor to Jamal and then Jamal goes, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes clubs do operate in that way. And, it's a matter of strategy. it was so funny. I was telling the Bayern Munich, I was like telling them, like, clearly they're not allowed to talk about anything, you know what I'm saying? But I was just like, yo, maybe Sonny should go to Bayern Munich now. You know what I'm saying? Link up with Harry Kane. It'd be a great time for him to win a Bundesliga. You know what I'm saying? It was so funny. We had a great time. Shouts out to Bayern Munich. Shouts out to Bayern Munich. Mr. LS Archer in the chat says Paddock absolutely cooked you on the brew. What the hell? When you were on that Paddock show, did they cook me? What did the Paddock boy say? Hey, yo, can you give me a timestamp? Maybe we'll go watch it. Maybe we'll watch it and react to it. Give me a timestamp on that. If you can give me a timestamp, I would greatly appreciate it. We could watch it together. Let's see what the rest of the chat is saying now. Sebastian in the chat is watching you from Nigeria. One Love United. Sending you love right back to Nigeria, broski. Thank you. Mace One Next in the chat says John working with FIFA now, moving up in the world. Look, whether it be FIFA or Bayern Munich or Flamengo or whoever it is, I'm grateful that I get an opportunity to work with everybody. You know what I'm saying? I get an opportunity to work with all of. I get the chance. I mean, the fact that I get to work with everybody is already a huge blessing. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Rady says that's why I named my son Manchester Snapdragon. Oh, Ray always has like these like dad jokes that aren't dad jokes. They're kind of like, you know what I'm saying? They're in that like gray area. That's why Jimmy loves Ray so much. Bart says you should have given that Fluminense guy a Flamengo shirt, as the Fluminense versus Flamengo derby is quite feisty. I had no idea it was. You know how stupid I am. I had no idea. I'll tell that story another time. I'll tell that fun story about Fluminense and Flamengo another time. But shouts out to Fluminense and shouts out to Flamengo. All right. Let's see. Let's keep going here. So many people. I'm like friggin' comments from every left, right, and center. Like neck is. Let's see. HS in the chat. What's going on? He says, "Main man John, thank you for joining us, HS." Let me see some more comments here. Rizla official in the chat says, "Hit the likes, people. Hope you're good, Shin. Long time from London, UK. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm good. Thank you for joining us." Boket in the chat says, Boket 55 says, "Are you playing FPL this season?" I want to. So last season when we did it, it was Jimmy that was doing the fantasy, right? And apparently, according to the Immaculate Collective, Jimmy absolutely stunk. Apparently, Jimmy absolutely stunk the bed. Yeah. So if he stunk, yeah, what's the point? He stunk because he didn't do it. He stunk because he wasn't actually paying attention. He was paying attention to his own fantasy league that he was playing with some other people, and not our Immaculate Collective fantasy league. Everybody, type L Jimmy. No, don't type that. Don't. I'm just kidding. Let's see some more comments here. Max in the chat says, "Do you play Uma Musumi?" No, I don't. What is that? Henry Knott says, "L John." Alan Sewin in the chat says L-O. Aditya says Moise Keane is better than 29 Watkins, right? Actually, we can talk about that. As a United fan, would you prefer Ollie Watkins or Moise Keane? I would prefer Ollie Watkins, if I'm being honest with you. I would prefer Ollie Watkins. Alex in the chat, he says, "As a fellow Asian, what does it mean for you to see so many Asians blast to the top 5 scene?" It's a dream come true for me, man. It's a dream come true. I got so much love and time for all of my Asian footballers. You know, the idea that they're up there continuously, it's not even like they're up there making strides in the sense that, like, you know, they're pioneers, because now we've seen a very, very good number of Asian footballers at the highest level, right? But just the fact that they're able to play at that level consistently and be up there and have multiple number of Asian footballers is always going to be dope. You know what I'm saying? I got so much time for my my Asian ballers. You know what I'm saying? Henry Knott says, "I rate Watkins, but Moise Keane, brother, he's a baller. Italians ball." No, look, don't get me wrong. Moise Keane is a baller. I'm not going to take that away from him. But I just think right now we need some people with some Prem experience. We just need to build stability right now. That's all we care about. And we need to take as very little of a chance as possible. You know what I mean? Roger says DCL up front. If we bring Dominic Calvert-Lewin, please don't tell me we're going to bring Dominic Calvert-Lewin. If we bring DCL, I'm going to be upset. Let's not do that. Look, DCL, as a footballer, he's not the upgrade that we need. I'm just going to say that right now. There's not even much to discuss. Jesse D says we're going to end up with Vardy. Oh. Yeah, maybe Jamie Vardy if he's on like 30 grand or 20 grand wages and he's on the bench and we just needed somebody to come on in the 80th minute. Okay, cool. Maybe that's not a bad idea, but dude, I don't know about the idea of bringing a Dominic Calvert-Lewin and a freaking DCL. I'm sorry, with the greatest respect, I'm not too sure about that one. Abdi dude in the chat says Nico Williams not coming to Barcelona. You know what, Abdi? If you are a Barcelona fan, I think that deal is still going to happen at some point. I don't know when, but I think it'll happen. Let me see some more comments here. Eric in the chat, he says, John, while I was away on my social media hiatus. Oh, you were on a social media hiatus. Okay. Look, I tell you guys all the time, social media can be so awesome with so many incredible things, but at many times it could be overwhelming. So that's great if you took a hiatus. He says, did something happen to the channel? Can't find some of the old vids. Yeah, so I had to, I took down a lot of them. Because we needed to reorganize ourselves. I haven't decided yet if I want to just make that available to the members because you guys deserve that. But we'll see. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. We needed to get ourselves organized because we had so many like playlists and videos with wrong titles and the description was wrong, and like me and Jimmy were figuring out ways to organize it. We haven't had the time. This month we've been everywhere. It's been absolute chaos. So but yeah. Ray says, I want to see how widespread this movie is watched. Can the chat let me know if they watched K-pop Demon Hunters? What the hell is that? There's a movie called K-pop Demon Hunters? Who the hell made that movie? What the Bokit says Vlahovic is a free agent. Yo, I would take Vlahovic, you know? I don't know if you guys would. I would. Chat, let me know. Would you take Vlahovic? I would take Vlahovic all day. Vlahovic has a point to prove, right? He's still a young player with lots of potential. He has a point to prove. And if there's an opportunity for Vlahovic to really like step up and do something, come to the Prem, get his opportunity to kick in the Prem, why not? Why not? You know what I mean? Let's see. Boom. Let me see some more comments here. Rizzo says, for me, it's Osimhen or no one. Could we risk playing Prem games and domestic football with just Højlund, Xerxes, Cheeto, and possibly a false nine? I think Cunha could play in a false nine too. I don't know if I want to play. I mean, I told you guys how I want. Let's do it up again. Let's do it up. You guys always. Oh, my damn back. Let's do it up, y'all. Okay. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Boom. Okay. Here's the formation I want to see United play next week. Not next week. Here's the formation I want to see United play. Can y'all see this? Y'all can see this, right? Okay. Here's the formation I want United to play in, okay? We're still playing with the back three because we know Ruben Amorim's not going to budge on that, right? We know that's still going to be the thing. So I'm not going to change that. You know, not necessarily the biggest fan of three at the back, but okay, cool. All right, so we play three at the back. Yeah. All right, cool. Play with our wing backs. All right, cool. We play with our midfield too. All right, cool. Now this is where it gets a little tricky, right? Because last season that was our shape. Last season this was the shape. Last season we played with 2 10s with a 9 up top, and the 2 10s varied whether they were a winger or inside forward, or you know what I'm saying. It varied. You know what I'm saying. It can vary, but here's what I will say: the shape I want to see is this. I want to see this. or even like this, maybe like that. So it'd be a 3-5-2, right? And the last time I saw somebody execute this with so much efficiency, if you guys remember, Louis van Gaal's red army. Well, he didn't do it with his red army. He did it with his orange army. He did it with the orange, you know what I'm saying? With his Dutch team. He played this for the World Cup, and they were sensational. It was a very, very questionable start to that World Cup campaign for Louis van Gaal and the Netherlands, but I can't remember the exact squad, but I just remember there not being that much quality all across. Like, yeah, of course, there were still quality players, but the two players that always will like stick with my memories until the day I die was the two up top. And those two, Arjen Robben and Robin van Persie. Those two leading the line for Netherlands, taking turns, interchanging, breaking, making those runs. Those two were crazy. They were on a madness. You know what I'm saying? And if Manchester United want to continue to play with that shape, okay, cool. We can still play with a 3-5-2 or a 3-4-3, whatever. You know, we can still play or a 3-4-2-1, however the hell you want to frame it. But I just truly believe that I think it'd be better if we play this way. Because let's face it, guys. Let's face it. United aren't going to be going into this market ready to spend 400 million pounds. United aren't going to be going into this market buying the next best world-class midfielder. United aren't going to be buying 20 players. It's not realistic, you know? Our job this summer has to clear for me, the priority is more about clearing house. You know what I mean? I've told you guys that before. I've said that many a times in my live stream. Let's be realistic, guys. Let's be realistic. Manchester United had a lot of issues that they needed to sort out, including one of my major concerns is getting rid of a lot of the players that didn't want to be here. I'm talking about the Jadon Sanchos. I'm talking about the Antonys. I'm talking about the Marcus Rashford. Whether or not Rashford wants to, that's beside the point. But some of the players didn't want to go. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to play. Then we got to get rid of them first. And then we can talk about buying new players, you know? But I just truly feel like we got to work with what we got at this moment. And there's still quality there. You know? There's still quality there. For example, we're talking about the Louis van Gaal system again, you know? I can't remember who it was. It might have been Schneider or I think 2010 was Van der Vaart. I can't remember off the top of my head, or it might have been De Jong. Or was it Nigel De Jong? I can't remember. But I remember at one point Wesley Schneider played here in this 10 role, right? But it wasn't, for me, what I'm saying is Bruno he's not going to have that same leg and like he's not going to be going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Bruno's also getting old now, you know? And I'm not saying don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's, you know, done for. He's still got a lot left for us. You know what I'm saying? He's still a world-class player. But rather than having Bruno play in this squad here, have him play and have him a little deeper, almost kind of like an 8, you know, in this role. And have him play more with midfielders and have him be that extra man in midfield. Because one of the things that we saw last season was we got overrun in midfield so many times. You know what I mean? So many times. I can't believe last year when we were watching that last season when we were seeing the Europa League final, seeing Spurs just run over us in midfield. That happened to us when we played against what was the Spanish team that we lost to? Oh my God, I can't think. Was it Villarreal? I can't remember. Oh my God. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like, so many times we lost midfield battles. You know what I'm saying? And I really liked this Louis van Gaal system, and I truly believe that we can operate this way. However, the one signing I definitely do recommend that United do make, if it was my view, we still need a 9, like a serious 9. If we're going to play Cunha in this role, where Cunha can both operate as the 9 or a wide player, because Cunha can definitely play in these. Nasrullah, and thank you so much, Sevilla. I could have, my brain was cooked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but if Cunha is going to play one of these roles, whether it be as an inside forward or as a 9, a pure 9 or a wide area, I still truly think that we need somebody here that can complement that role. It could be Joshua Zirkzee, the type of, you know, build-up play target man that can tuck in and also be able to provide that number 10 role. Or it could be, for example, an Mbumo, a more pure, 9 in that sense, right? We can play in that role, you know, and that's why I think this system would work so much better for United rather than having this setup where we leave our midfield 2 so exposed, you know. Rather than doing that, I really think we should probably play in this way and make sure we consistently have an extra midfielder in this case. Because if we let's just be real, right? There is a world where we might not sign a midfielder at all. Let's just be real. That could happen. If we don't sign them, okay, cool. What do we do then? We play Cassie Ugarte, right? Then if that happens, or Kobe Mainu in that sense, then he's a shoot. Bruno is locked on, right? So it's always either Cassie Ugarte or Cassie Kobe or something. Or it could be Bruno Ugarte, Bruno Cassie. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? That's the perfect one. That's my point precisely. Have Bruno in this role, or have a Kobe Ugarte Cassie in a midfield 3. You know, give our midfielders a chance to fight. Don't leave them overrun and overexposed. That's all I care about. If we had 2 robust midfielders, if we had Kimmich in his prime playing in that midfield role, if we had, I don't know, we don't even need to look at Bayern. If we had some other, if we had, you know, United, if we have combative midfielders that are if we had for example, a Conte and a Pogba, we could play that midfield. We can, but we don't, and that's fine. I really didn't like the idea that we didn't give Ugarte an opportunity to play in that final, and I'm sure he probably bummed out about it. But if we're gonna continue with Ugarte and trust him, then let him play in this role alongside Cassie, or it could be an Ugarte Cassie Kobe. What did I tell you guys last season when we signed Manu Ugarte? The whole point of signing Manu was so that potentially he could be a more refined version of himself and eventually take over that Cassie role. You know what I mean? Who knows? It could be Ugarte and it could be Ugarte and Kobe later. Who knows? Nobody knows. You know what I mean? It could also be Ugarte and, I don't know. We could even be, I don't know. Licha could even, I don't know. The point is my main point is we can't leave our midfield exposed like this. We can't. We need to have this. That's my point. I was yapping on and on and on, but you guys get my point. You know? Vismo in the chat. And the first thing he says is, DV says Ugarte Licha. Ooh, that South American midfield. Oh, that'll be tight. Mad Max says we would take anything right now. We finished 15th and we're out here acting like we got a good team. Man, guys. Look, I know y'all feeling sad and whatever, but trust me, good days will come back. I know it. I believe it in my heart. Henry says, what are the details about the New York, New Jersey events going to be posted in the next few weeks, my man? I promise you. All right, in the next few weeks. How's that sound? Yeah, in the next week or two. Okay. Raja says, will we get Richard Rios? I would love Richard Rios. I liked Richard Rios. I actually watched him play live here when Palmeiras played against Porto. You know what I mean? And I think he's a talented player, and I think he's got all the potential to do well in the Premier League. Oh my days! Oh my goodness. Dun daughter with 5 gifted memberships. Hey, everybody, W's in the chat for Dun daughter, man. W's in the chat for Dun daughter. The memberships are crazy. My man's going crazy. W's in the chat for Dun daughter. Max says, if I ever have twins, I'll name them John and Jimmy. Hey, Dundada, thank you so much again, man. Congratulations to the 5 of you guys that got gifted memberships. Once the final ends, once the Club World Cup final comes to a conclusion on this Sunday, we're back in regular schedule. All right, we're back in regular schedule. We'll be back. Yeah, we're back in action. Let's see. Bokit says Alex Crook is stating that Mbeumo is next week. Trust me, I don't know who's saying what, but I promise you, I think Mbeumo is coming. That's what I feel. You know what I mean? Oh God. Alan Suan in the chat says, are you going to be at any of the Michelob events today and Sunday? I will be there Saturday. I will be there tomorrow. Sorry, that's what I meant. I can't remember off the top of my head what it's going to be tomorrow, but I'm going to be there tomorrow for sure. Whatever that event is, I'm there. Yeah. Rizla in the chat says, Rios, Javi Guerra, Douglas Luiz, Ederson, Wharton. Out of all those, I would take Rios. If I had to pick 3, I would take Rios, Ederson, and Wharton. Yeah, for sure. El Flaco says, what about Mbumo? We're going to get him. We're going to get him. I don't know what the situation is right now. It might be a little quiet, but I'm telling you, we're going to get him. I'll end on this, guys, okay? I'll end on this because I wanted to talk about this before we wrap, yeah? A lot of the fans that were complaining about Manchester United and the transfer situation has always been that United fans were upset that United was spending too much money recklessly, right? And let's be real, on some of the transfers, United did spend recklessly. That's what's happened. Right now, what this new structure is trying to do is fix that. But the analogy that I use is when you take a poop on a carpet, right, and you don't clean it up right away, and then you get home and you're like, oh, somebody's dropped a big poo-poo on my carpet. Now it's time to clean it up. That stain is gonna be on there. You gotta freaking scrub, pour like chemicals on it, scrub a dub, you know, throw it in the wash. You gotta do so much to get rid of that stain. And then and visually while the stain is there, now the house smells like poo-poo. You gotta air out the windows. You gotta spray Febreze everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do a lot. Vispo says it's a good example, Vispo. Don't play with me. Come on. You know it's a good example. Another example could be credit score. It's so easy to ruin your credit. You could do it like that. Just go spend recklessly and irresponsibly. But it's so hard to rebuild credit. You know what I'm saying? Vispo, stop telling. I'm not 40. What's wrong with you? Stop telling people I'm 45. You're giving people the wrong age. I'm not 45. You crazy. Stop telling people that. You get my point, though, guys, right? You get my point. You know? It takes a long time to fix it. It takes more effort to fix things. It's so much easier to break things. You know what I mean? Fanny Maggie says, Chase sponsor Marie. It's going to take a long time to fix these things. And that's what this is what I believe. It's just my belief. I think United are working hard to fix that. Because the entire transfer world, the entire market knows, the entire transfer market knows United spent needlessly and they have money to spend. We had our wallets open for people to reach into it and just take as much as they want. And what United are trying to do right now is keep the wallets closed and go, oh, how much are we talking? That's what United are trying to do. When it's bargaining, it's hard to do. You know what I'm saying? You know how many times I used to go travel with my I used to go to the grocery store with my grandma. You know how I used to sometimes sit there for 20 minutes. She's like bargaining about fish price. She's bargaining about a bag of oranges. It's bargain. It takes a long time. But if they know you have, if you go to a grocery store, right, and you have a Rolex on your wrist and you're dripped out from head to toe, and then you go, hey, the bag of oranges is $10. Give it to me for $7. Which grocer is gonna sit there and go, you crazy? Oh yeah, you know what? Why don't we do $8 or why don't we do $7.50? They're gonna be like, get the hell out of here. They'll be, get the hell out of my store. You crazy? You drip from head to toe and you talking about a discount? That's the situation United are in. It's hard to repair these relationships. It's hard to repair your status. And I truly believe that United are going to get it right. I don't know when, but they will. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all get I just dropped like 4 analogies right there. If y'all still don't get it, you know what I'm saying? All right, let me wrap this up. We gotta wrap this up. I gotta head out now. It's almost shit. I'm already late. This happens all the time. I always say I gotta go. I gotta do other stuff, and I'm late. Yeah, because y'all always out here just taking my time and having so much fun. And let's see. Miles to Go says that's why I worry about us having to make a statement that we're not gonna be rinsed in the transfer fees. We might have to walk away from a move or two to help adjust the reputation we have. Exactly that. Exactly. Miles, exactly. That's why I told y'all, remember what I said. Remember what I said. It's always going to take some time to repair this thing. It's not going to, you don't just do it like that. Let's see. Let me see some more comments here. Hunter's in the chat. What's going on, Hunters? He says, hey, John, you left me hanging last stream when I requested a song. Oh, Hunters, I remember. Hunters. Requested a love song. Well, I love a good song sesh right now. You know what? We'll rap with a love song at the end. Yeah. Rizla with a two pound super. Thank you, Rizla. Appreciate you, man. He says a small token of appreciation before you go. Rizla, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you very much. Thank you guys all. Honestly, you guys are awesome. Hamo in the chat says, "Yep, get the point. No more pooping on carpets." Celine Dion says Bokit. Let's not. I can't do Celine. Her to vocal range is too much for me. Or somebody else. Mikey May says we have all the players back from injury. No UEFA or Champions League. Focusing on the league. That's how we do. Oh, let's see how we do. Yeah, absolutely, exactly. El Flaco says, John, who's going to buy Anthony Garnacho Malacia? There's always a buyer. There's always a buyer. United right now, we got to figure out a way. How do we get the best price out of them? You know what I'm saying? Vispo says, the time we spent so much money recklessly was so fun. Hey, spending money is fun. But when facing the wrath at the end is like, where did my money go? That's why you got to be responsible. You got to be responsible with your money. Mapuka Puka in the chat. What's going on, my man? Thank you for joining us. Off the rip, he says, we are poo, bro. Damn. Rhythm Dao Jidung in chat says, stop crying your heart out by Oasis. I actually don't know that one. Sorry. Bokeh says, Chris Stapleton, Tennessee Whiskey. Tennessee Whiskey is a good shout. I like that one. If there's a second shout for Tennessee Whiskey, we'll do Tennessee Whiskey. Yeah, and then we'll wrap it on that. How's that sound? Yeah. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for today. Max says you should get FIFA to get you some tickets. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, we'll figure something out. I don't know if FIFA will give me the tickets, but because I'm not a superstar like that. Dude, I can't even tell you how many like celebrity influencer creators that I met. Like, I don't really mean, you guys know me and Jimmy don't really care about like social media following like that. But so for some of these companies, they have to look at those things. So we were out there and I got to meet a bunch of these content creators, and they're like 2 million followers, 3 million followers, 5 million followers, 10 million followers. I was like, I'm good with my community. You know what I'm saying? My family that we got here, I'm good with that. We got 2 for Hotel California. Woo! Hotel California is a good shout. Okay, maybe. We got 2 for California. We got 2 for Tennessee Whiskey. It's a tie right now. We got Maria Elena in the chat. Says, hello, my name is Maria from Argentina. Maria, thank you for joining us from Argentina. Gracias, Maria. Thank you for joining us. Bokeh says Oasis are live now in Manchester. Yeah. Oh, wow. I forgot Oasis. They're doing the tour. Completely forgot. Boom. Okay, cool. I think it's a good place to wrap, guys. Okay, so we got 2 for Hotel California, and we got 2 for Tennessee Whiskey. We need somebody to break the tie. Who's going to break the tie? Elenoch says, John, are you going to the MetLife United match? Absolutely. We're going to be there all day. We're going to be there at New York, New Jersey. Boom. We're going to be there at Atlanta. Boom. We're going to be there at Chicago. Boom. Okay. DB asking for Wonderwall, Skyfall. Damn, these are some tough songs. Hamo says Wonderwall. Hotel California. You know what? We got to wrap this quickly. I got to go. So here's what I'm going to do. You know what we do. You know what we do on here. Boom. Boom. You know what we do on here, guys. Boom. Boom. Yeah, let's do it up. Yeah, you guys ready? We got Hotel California loaded up, ready to go. Yeah, we got Wonderwall loaded up, ready to go. Yeah, and we got, last but not least, Tennessee Whiskey loaded up, ready to go. Yeah. Here we go. We're gonna spin it up. So nervous. Spinning a wheel always makes everything so much fun. It's gonna be Wonderwall. Oh, Danny Maggie said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Sorry, we got to do that one again, guys. Danny Maggie and somebody else also asked for Skyfall. I'm so sorry. I completely forgot. I'm so sorry. All right, one more time. One more time. Sorry. Forget about the other one. Forget about the other one. Forget about the other one. Let's do it again, yeah? Wonderwall again! Ridwim says rigged. How's it rigged? You saw me spin the damn thing. Oh, robbed. All right, well, we got to wrap this up quickly, so let's do it up, yeah? Roger asking for a VAR check. Okay. Wonderwall robbed? No, Wonderwall won again. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. It's been so long since I played. I don't even know if this is tuned yet. Okay, let's try it. Yeah? Or maybe I should just do karaoke. I don't even know if this is in tune. Yeah, that might be a better option. It might actually be. Maybe. We'll just do karaoke this time, and next time I'll do guitar. We'll be a little bit more prepared. Okay?
Want a glow up?
Whoa. I don't want that. A glow up ad.
For your phone? With Verizon, everyone gets a free phone on any plan.
We don't want to
now,
care about
I have
Verizon.
Google Gem-
All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Maybe I can play the guitar. Oh, I don't know if it's in tune though. I didn't know the intro was this long, but guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We had a blast. I hope you guys had fun. Nick, I'm sending you my love. Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now, you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Hey! Backbeat, the word is on the street, there is fire. Oh, sure, sorry, I was looking at something else. I'm sure you heard it all before, but you never really had it down. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Because, all the roads we have to walk are winding. Sorry, I was too excited. And all the lights that lead us there are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. Because maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonder wall. That's a great place to leave it. That's a great place to leave it. Yeah? That's a great place to leave it, y'all. That's a great place to leave it. Psych! Psych! We ain't done yet. We ain't done yet. Encore time before we leave. How's that? We're gonna encore it up one more time before we leave. Bring it up one more time. Come on now. Let's go. If I still have my electric. We're gonna bring the average age to like 40 or something right now. Here we go. I used to spend my nights out in a ballroom. Liquor was the only love I'd known. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom and brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. Thank you everybody for joining us tonight. It's been a fantastic show. I hope you guys all had a great time. Thank you guys so much. Every single one of y'all. Be happy, be healthy, and take care of your loved ones. And we'll be back very shortly, yeah? Latest, peace!